Hi, this is Tessa Heron, and on this edition of Poly Talk, we're going to be asking students about their opinions on gay marriage.
I think people should be able to get married if they choose to. However, I believe in like traditional style marriage, like man and woman. Yeah.
So you're aware that Britain recently passed a law legalizing gay marriage. Would you say that the U.S. is behind the times when it comes to this issue?
I would say that I think they should. However, it's whatever the people want. So if the people don't want it, then they're not necessarily behind because that's what the country voted for.
I think people have the right to decide who they want to marry, so I'm not one to judge.
Okay. And then are you aware that Britain recently passed a law legalizing gay marriage, and they're one of the last European countries to do so? Do you think that makes the U.S. behind the times when it comes to this issue? And what might be holding us back?
Passing the law in terms of officially, I think it's slower than other countries, but in terms of socially, I think everyone's already sort of accepting it, especially the new generation. We're already okay with gay couples or lesbian couples or couples of the same sex. And I just think it's the older generation that still feels uncomfortable with this new idea of overcoming their traditions.
I think that there should be gay marriage, yeah. I guess you could say the U.S. is kind of behind Britain or something like that, but we'll get it in our own time. I don't support gay marriage, but, well, yeah, I don't support gay marriage.
Do you think that the U.S. is behind the times when it comes to this issue, or?
I don't think we're behind the times. I think it's more of not necessarily it's more of what our beliefs are. I don't think we can really designate we're behind the times because we don't support gay marriage or we do support gay marriage. So no, I don't think we're behind the times because we don't support it.
Are you in support of gay marriage?
I am, yes.
Do you think that we might be behind the times when it comes to the legalization of this issue?
Yeah, I do actually. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of steam picking up for same-sex marriage over the past 5 years. I mean, especially over the past 2 years. And I feel even just, with other countries doing it, I feel like America will hopefully follow suit. I mean, we're a lot more conservative than a lot of countries religiously, so I feel like that holds us back a lot. But I hope. I have my fingers crossed,
So you think it's more religious beliefs than personal beliefs, or do you think it's maybe more older generations as well?
I feel like it probably started out religious, and then it kind of just, it's what people grow up learning, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people, they truly believe in it, and then that it's wrong, that being gay is a sin, and marriage is man and woman. But I feel like a lot of people are just kind of I don't want to use the word ignorant, but they're very just naive to the fact of they don't really educate themselves, so they just know what they're told growing up. So I feel like that's something, I don't know if it's even really a religious or personal thing. I kind of just think that it's people just don't really know any better because they don't really think to look into it. Because if it doesn't affect them, then why do they need to waste their time with it,
Am I in support of gay marriage? I feel that everybody has their own choice. I feel it's nobody else's business to meddle in with other people's affairs, especially emotional affairs. At the same time, I'm a religious person, and we weren't created to be with people of the same sex. We were created to be with people of the opposite sex. That's just how human beings are. So am I in support of gay marriage? I'd have to say yes and no. And those are both of my views on why.
I think yes, I'm for gay marriage just because it's your own choice. It's a freedom that I think everyone should have, no matter if you're male, female, and who you want to be with.
I think we may be a bit behind. It's not accepted because there's still people who have that state of mind from back then where they think it's wrong.
Do you support gay marriage?
Yes. I have a tendency to think that religion clouds a lot of people's opinions about human rights when it shouldn't really be about that.
Are you for or against gay marriage?
I am against gay marriage.
And why?
Because of my religious views. I have a strong Christian background. My mom is a minister, and God defines marriage between a man and a woman.
Okay. And just the fact that a lot of countries, especially in Europe, have passed legalization of gay marriage, do you think, I know you're against it, but do you think the United States might be behind the times when it comes to the legalization of the issue?
I don't think when it comes to values or things like that, it should be defined by trends. You know, right is right and wrong is wrong. So we shouldn't follow the trends of other people. Like, you know, they've legalized drug use. Some countries have legalized prostitution. It's like, are we going to follow them as well? No, I don't believe we're behind the trends. I believe we're holding true to our values. So that's what we should do.
I'm definitely for. You know, I think it's a right that we should all have. It doesn't seem any different to me than rights for being a Black American or rights for being a woman. You know, I think that for Britain to have just passed the law, everybody's behind. I mean, clearly America, we're last in the running. But we have a history in this country of not really being equal and not really treating people as equals even though we claim to. So it doesn't surprise me that we haven't reached that point yet. But I think that we will in the future. It just, you know, it's sad that there are so many people that have such strong opinions against giving people this right that they should really have.
What do you think is most holding us back? Is it religion or
I think religion.
generations?
Religion plays a big part of it. I do think that our generation is more open-minded than the previous. So if anything would happen, I would hope that it would happen with us. But you know, a lot of it is religion. People are believing that, you know, God meant a marriage to be a man and a woman, but marriage is more than just a religious aspect. It's, you know, protection for both of them. It's their arrangement to be together. So we shouldn't stand in the way of that.
This is Tessa Heron with Poly Talk, and we'll see you next time.